Welcome to CW Live, everyone. Welcome back to CW Conference. We said to you today was a big day when we spoke yesterday, the emergency motion in the Telecoms and Financial Services Conference on the BT Group pay and the potential industrial action ballot. I'm delighted to be joined by our Deputy General Secretary, Andy Kerr. Afternoon, Andy. Our Vice President, soon to be President, Karen Rose, and our General Secretary, Dave Ward. I'm going to come to you first, Karen. A big moment in conference. Can you update the members on whether the motion was passed and the tone of the debate?
Yeah, so today at conference, all the branches who were very enthusiastic about it and came to the rostrum in their droves to actually talk about their members' position in terms of pay and how unhappy the members were. And the motion, which was voting for a statutory industrial action ballot, was carried overwhelmingly. In fact, unanimously. There was no branch in the country that didn't vote for that emergency motion today, and they were all definitely saying enough is enough, and the abuse of our members has got to stop, including the fact that they haven't had a decent pay rise for 3 years.
Spot on, Karen. So, Andy, I mean, as Karen said there, the motion went through, carried unanimously, loads and loads of debate. Were you pleased by the strength of feeling from the branches?
I was absolutely delighted with the strength of feeling. There's one thing that's happened in that motion, as Karen's just said there, that was unanimously passed. Everybody came together. We are absolutely united, and that's the way we should be going into this battle that we're going to face. So I was absolutely delighted with the discussion that took place. The strength of feeling out there is unbelievable. I think some of the things that's happened, not just in a week or so ago when they said they were going to impose this pay deal, but some of the other announcements the BT have made recently is only going to strengthen our membership. So I was absolutely delighted with the decision today.
Spot on, Andy. Dave, I mean, obviously you're in SGS. What was your take on the tone of the debate, response to Andy's, excellent opening contribution?
I thought it was one of the best debates that I've seen for a long, long time in our union. I think Andy, Karen are right in that people are united. And what was really pleasing to see was the amount of stories about how our members are struggling. People who know people, some of the members who might be watching this, some of your representatives who were coming to the rostrum and putting the case for how difficult it is for you. And also that only by the union standing together, standing by the members, standing up for the members, will we get a better deal. There is no other way that we'll get a better deal other than the union coming together and the membership coming together. And I do believe that, there's a clear understanding here that whilst our members were making huge personal sacrifices throughout the pandemic, doing everything that was asked of them, the people at the top of BT were making huge personal profits. And they've handed some of that profit to the shareholders rather than giving what our members duly deserve. And our job now is to correct that imbalance. And we are going to do that. And I know that when we get out there and we have the campaign, we had a great session as well on the campaign and what that's going to look like. I know that our members, once we engage with them and we have a good, honest conversation with them, they'll back this union.
Spot on. And I mean, for the members' benefit, we're not going to have a long live session now, and we've got an extensive plan, haven't we, to get out there and win the ballot. Karen, I'll come to you though. Just give you all a 30 seconds or so just to sum up. As I said, from Tuesday onwards, every branch is going to be out there engaging the members on the need to win the ballot. So, Karen, how important is it that every member almost becomes the union during this period and becomes an advocate and engages their colleagues?
Absolutely vital that everybody comes together, that we have absolute unity, everybody sticks together, our members all stick together, they all talk to each other, they all have each other's backs, as well as the CWU having their backs. It's unity is our strength, right? That's the most important thing now, for us all to stand together, be united, and actually send that message to the company, get that ballot paper, right? Put your X next to yes and go and take it to the post box and return it in the post. That's the most important thing. That's what we've got to aim for. That's what we have to make sure that our members know that that's what they've got to do. That's what it's got to take, and we are going to win this ballot.
Spot on. And Cameron talked there, and I thought said the word unity, and I thought it was absolutely spot on, Andy. I mean, one thing I took from that debate was the whole conference knowing that, let's not have a moan about this, that, and the other. we know who the enemy is, we know who the target is, and that's the employer. And I felt like every single contributor, I think, mentioned unity, didn't they? Need to stick together. How important is it that that message ripples through to the members and we keep the whole union together?
Oh, I mean, that's the real message, and I think I'm absolutely confident the other activists now will come away from this conference fully enthused. Actually, they'll go back there next week. We have got a bit of work to do, branch wise, and then the head office over the next couple of weeks or so before we will hopefully be able to start the ballot itself. That'll be done. I'm going to be engaging with all the branches on Tuesday morning, first thing after the bank holiday. They'll be on that call. I'll enthuse them again for a little bit. They've got a bit of work to do, and we'll do that work. But I'll tell you now, our activists out there, they will do the business with the members. And the main thing I would say to anybody who's watching live or watching this again is, everybody's part of this union, and it's everybody's job to do it. So yes, speak to your work colleagues. This ballot is really important to us. This company has imposed this pay deal on us. We can't sit back and allow this to happen. Enough is enough. We didn't ask for this fight. We are quite willing to negotiate our way through this. It's the company that actually decided to make the imposition, and we have to fight back now. And I'm absolutely confident our branch activists, our reps out there will do the business, and we will win this ballot, and we'll win the ballot in EE, we'll win it in Openreach, and we'll win it in BT.
Spot on, Andy. Dave, we had a busy week, as we've touched on a couple of times, haven't we? We've got the post office strike next Tuesday. Raw Mail ballot agreed yesterday. We've got the New Deal for Workers campaign. How important is it, though, talking of this issue now with our BTE and Openreach members, that the whole union get behind that group of workers?
Well, that was my message today, that this is not just a fight in Openreach, a fight in EE or the wider BT group, or indeed VMO2 yesterday, where our members, the representatives, agreed to ballot for industrial action. This is the whole union coming together, and this is all of the resources of the union behind our members. And, I do really believe it is time to have an honest conversation about what working life is like at the moment, how much people are really struggling. And when you just weigh up the facts and you recognise that BT, they can afford to give our members more. They don't need to be going about with a pay offer that they split our members. All of our members can benefit more. And even those in the current offer, the way that they've split it, that may be thinking that they're getting more, well, they're only getting that because these guys put it on BT. Those campaigns have been going on a long time. They don't make concessions. You get what you fight for. And people need to recognise that with the company that we're now facing. And we're very confident and looking forward to this campaign. And I would urge people, it's not just about Andy, Karen, the executive, me or others. It's about what you do as members to engage other members to get the yes vote. And when a company imposes pay, they're on a direction where they'll impose everything else. And I do believe that they're looking towards de-recognising the CWU. And I think it's time now to stand up to BT, to reset the whole relationship and to get our members the pay deal, terms and conditions that they deserve for all the efforts that they've put in during the course of the pandemic and for many years.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Andy. And thank you to everyone who's watched. So next week and ongoing, we'll be setting out more details on the timetable, when you can be expected the ballot paper. But for now, start getting the message out there. Start getting ready to vote yes. See you later, everyone.